You spin me right round, baby, right round. We're back. I feel like Brandon is really disgusted with me sometimes when I say stupid shit. Like, it really just breaks his brain. But he has to love it, or else he wouldn't keep coming around. He has to enjoy watching me be
Sometimes
a fucking train wreck.
I sometimes feel like Brandon forgets what it's like to be here until he's here, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
No, I enjoy it here a lot. It's different.
Yeah, there you go.
It is pretty different. We wouldn't know because we don't go anywhere else, but
Yeah.
I don't know how other people hang out.
I guess that's what I like about it, is that like, if I'm bored at my place, I go here, and I can always depend on you guys being here.
It's a whole other world of fucking lunatics.
We should
being
like
stupid as shit all the time.
Because no one ever announces they're coming over here.
Yeah.
It's always just people show up.
Yeah.
With no expectations.
Yeah.
No one comes over like expecting us to be ready for them. They just show up, and they're there.
They're just like, what's gonna go down today?
If no one's here, they'll just come in and sit around. You know, like I've had times where I come home and it's like, oh, Brandon's been waiting for 3 hours while we've been gone.
No, it's usually like 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Well, definitely with like Donson and Mike will like come over. We're not here. They'll leave, go do some shit, come back, and like
most of the time I feel like people come over here to hang out with each other and not us. Like I feel like they don't give a shit about us most of the time.
Donson and Mike do that.
Yeah, so with Donson and Mike and like Brando used to be that way a lot of times. Where I'm like, do they give a fuck about us, or is it just like a meeting place? Like I don't know. They don't really interact with me at all.
Trevor was over here like with Brando for
back
a long
before
while.
Trevor left the first time, and I was like, they're coming over here to hang out with each other because this is the only place they hang out, and I'm just kind of around. Yeah. Especially when I come home and it's like everyone's been there all fucking day with none of us, and I'm like, you couldn't have hung out anywhere else. Dude, like, did you come here for us?
All the time, people...
or is it like, or are they latched on to like this old dream of hanging out where it's like, I don't know. It's a weird thing for me. Where I don't understand the motivation sometimes when it's like, you know, I'm gonna be busy.
When like me and someone else, like Donson or something, are hanging out, it does get to a point where we're just like hanging out in his house, and then we're like, where do we go? What do we do?
And then everyone comes over here.
We're like, let's go to Vic's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you've gone to Donson's house?
Yeah, I've been to
he's hung out there before. Was this that?
Imagine you hanging out at Donson's house.
Yeah, it's weird to think about because everyone's always here.
Everyone has hung out at Donson's house, but it always gets to be like...
it always ends up like weird and they come over here.
Yeah.
Well, because his family's like always around, like doing shit, and it's always...
Certainly, I understand the freedom of our house where you can really just kind of be loud and just not really give a fuck and no one's in the way.
And it's not like you don't really have neighbors.
Yeah, that's true.
We have no real neighbors, and we have such a huge land space.
There's a freedom here.
See, that's all the reason. Like,
there's a dream. There's a dream of our. It's the life of the '90s or some shit like that. Where it's just like the idea of it is refreshing.
Our family
to
has been talking a lot about moving to LA because Victor wants to move to LA to do his masters there, and and my dad would love to live in California. And he brought it up because my dad's
that's not what I wanted.
Like brought up moving all the time, like forever, right? That's just how he is.
He hates settling down. Like he likes the idea of settling down and having a house, but he hates it because we're too used to just spontaneous and like moving and just like changing everything.
We spend our whole lives moving constantly. Weird. We've never lived in a house as long as we lived in this.
We get sick of it.
We've been here for 6 years, and that's like crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, he's constantly thinking about moving, but for him, it's always like. It's always just because something's wrong, you know, like, I don't have enough friends, there's not enough to do, there's not enough running paths, there's not enough of a running culture, you know, like, all these reasons he'll have to want to move somewhere. And it's like, I don't know that it'll be that different, like, there's probably going to be new problems wherever you go, everywhere's going to have issues, you know, but, like, we've always been under the impression it's like, oh, we should stay here because, you know, Shade's still in school and shit, and, you know, we got this and that, and then Dad brought it up the other day to me and Shade in the car, and Shade was like, yeah, I'll go to California. Like, he was like,
Which is crazy because it's like no one's ever asked him. Like we always just
Right.
assumed that he'd want to stay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he wanted to stay for high school,
Yeah.
you know, but he was like, all of our friends are moving away anyways, where we've got like, you know, half our friends are
Yeah.
either in the military or somewhere else. You know, you're going to Florida eventually, right? Or what did you say?
It's
Where
either
did
New
you
York
go?
or California.
Yeah.
Right, so you're going
Go
to
to
New York or California.
Join us.
Trevor's in Florida. Fucking, you know, Marcus and Brando are both in the military.
Yeah.
So it's really just Danson, Mike, and Boyd who like don't seem to be going anywhere.
Yeah.
And we don't really do much when we hang out with them. They just
Uh.
kind of come over and we all eat snacks and play video games. Like, you know. So Shade was like, you know, all my friends are kind of moving away as well anyways. You know, they're all going to go to college. And he was like, there'll be more opportunities for me as a game designer in California. There's better schools for it. There's more companies out there. And I was like, damn, even Shade's got like the mature perspective on this.
Shade is so mature. I love him so much.
It's-
I'm like,
it's
he
really-
always has like the best way of thinking about the world. Where I'm like, man, I wish I thought like this when I was in high school.
And I'm like the only one who's like really hesitant. And it's not, it's like partly it's Virginia Beach because I like being in Virginia Beach. I like being the coolest person in Virginia Beach and all that shit. But it's also
Oh,
that I love this house, you know?
I'm the coolest person. In
Yeah, I
Virginia
think
Beach.
Brandon might be the coolest
And
person.
he might be more conventionally cool, but I'm unconventionally cool.
Oh. Yeah.
The,
All right. Let's go
the
to
different layers.
Let's go to Conrad Con.
Anyways, my point is that
And then you'll be conventionally cool. Because you'll be a convention. Fuck yes.
I want to go to Con so bad now.
Eat shit and die.
oh man, we get to celebrate Trevcon 2015 this summer.
Oh,
when
this
he
is the
comes
part where I
back.
have to
Yeah.
like go back and be a kid and like plant seeds.
You know,
or
I'm
some
pretty
shit.
sure when we were first
Where am I going?
when we first were talking about Trevcon 2012, I actually had said that there wouldn't be another Trevcon till 2015.
Really?
Yeah, I think I remember this.
Because the funny thing is that we met Trevor in 2013.
Yes.
And we made the joke that it was Trevcon 2012. And then I said the next one's not till 2015. And now it's 2015. So we can actually update his name to Trevcon 2015.
That's
And it'll
not
stay
what I
that
was supposed
way
to do at all.
until Trevcon 2018.
Man, now I have to go all the way back through this bullshit.
But
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, dope. Oh.
But anyway, what I was trying to say is the biggest thing for me is the house, more so than the city itself.
Yeah, the house
Yeah.
is pretty big.
The fact that it's so
And we
big and
put
that
so much
it's-
work into it.
Right.
That's
well,
what
it's
really
just
bothers me
it's
about it.
really the perfect environment for like, you know, you can do anything here.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, the other day, with the day that Jenny Death came out,
Yes.
from about
Oh, especially in Europe, you're so secluded that you can really do whatever the fuck you want.
10 p.m. to 2 p.m., I was blasting the entire Death Grips discography naked dancing in the dark.
Yeah.
I
See, you
took
can
off-
do shit like that. I understand
off all my
not wanting to
clothes.
lose that sense of freedom.
I took off all my clothes, blasted Death Grips, and danced for the first 2 hours, and then I was too tired, and so I just laid there and listened to Death
God.
Grips at 2 a.m.
Your
you know.
life.
That's
an
what I don't
episode.
want to lose by moving. I don't want to
Yes.
lose. I'm up here in this world where I've got this huge room, I've got a bathroom. If I wanted to, I had my own mini fridge. No, I don't bother anyone. I can make food in the dead of night. I can sing and dance and do whatever I want in the dead
Yes.
of night. Doesn't bother anyone. I don't want to lose that. And I don't...
Yeah.
There's no way we
got
can
a lot
move
at
to
stake.
LA and have a house this big.
That's true.
You know? It's just not
You're really the
feasible.
only one with anything to lose.
Yeah. And it's also the fact that I really shouldn't be living with my parents
Yeah.
necessarily.
I mean,
Like, so if
yeah,
we
but
move,
that,
then it's like,
it's a new time.
it's sort of
Fuck
like, do
that.
I have a right to complain if we're moving? 'Cause,
That's true,
You know,
yeah.
like, am I the one you should be thinking about?
You really don't.
But-
because you can do your
But
thing
I also,
wherever you are.
I can't
so really,
afford
it's
to
just like,
move out though. Like, I don't make enough that
Yeah.
I could leave. So it's a weird.
you kind of have to deal with it.
I mean, if everyone decides we're moving to California,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna suck it up and go. Because I mean, I want to have new experiences. I do
Yeah.
think it would be like, it would definitely be super interesting. It would just mean my lifestyle changes. you know?
Yes.
But maybe it's time for a lifestyle change.
Fuck
you know?
yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, could be.
I personally love like ridiculous changes because it just keeps things like fresh.
I mean, you gotta. You're a math rock fan.
Yeah.
You like things to be in a sort of dissonant chaos.
Yes, my life is math rock. I'll certainly.
It's like the Myers-Briggs
So
test for like musical genres.
Oh God.
You have a math rock personality.
And Rat King. Rat King is really just. It feels so much like my brain that it really makes sense. Like when I'm stressed out and I blast Rat King, I'm like, man, this is what I feel like. This music is my emotion.
I know that feel. Brandon, what's your... Well, actually, you know what? Next time on Digibro,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about Myers-Briggs.
Oh.